Yo, what's up everyone? We are back with another video and we've got some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with the big announcement of this weekend, and that is Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Tokyo 2020 has been officially announced for the Nintendo Switch. So during a stage show at the SEGA Fest today, or recently, it was announced that Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 is in development. This will be the first entry in the Mario and Sonic series since 2016, so it's been a while, and it'll also be the first title in the franchise to hit the Nintendo Switch. Now, Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games launches winter 2019. An arcade version is also being planned for 2020, and of course, you guys have seen some official screenshots. There wasn't a lot of information or footage shown because that's what Sega likes to do. Like, do these little teases with announcements or not give good enough trailers or videos. But hey, it is what it is, and there's been some fun to be had around the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics games and all that stuff before. I've played the games before. I've never been like super hardcore into them, but I've always had just a little bit of fun with some of them. And I know I played the one back like on the Wii. Back in the day, those were like huge sellers, like on the Wii, and I think it was on the 3DS as well, or the DS or something like that. But either way, those were huge sellers on the Wii, and I know like the Wii U game did not do well at all because the Wii U didn't do well, and the game itself, I don't think it was that great. I'm not sure if there was online play either, but I would hope, if I had some hopes for this right here, I would hope that they would add some online play into this one here, just because I think it'd be fun to be able to play these type of Olympic games or whatever the case is with your friends and everything. So I'm hoping that there is some online play added into this one here. And the screenshots, although not the best quality, they don't look too bad at all, to be honest. Like, it's looking like it's going to be rendered pretty good, and it looks like it's going to have good enough graphics when it comes to it. I just want to see how many games they have total. I'll probably check it out at some point just because it'd be the first one for the Nintendo Switch, but I'm not a huge mini game fan. But this is the Olympic Games. Back in the day, I used to be into track and field myself quite a bit, so I used to play Olympic games on the Super Nintendo when I had the money to rent them, or when my parents would give me the money to go rent the game. Me and my brother, we would rent Olympic games. So I mean, I am interested in seeing what they have to offer, at least just with like the games and everything like that. So we'll see how much events that they have in there and how well the game actually ends up, because it's coming out at the end of this year. It's coming out, yeah, 2019, winter 2019. So we'll be getting it this year. So what do you guys think about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 announced for the Nintendo Switch? And what do you think about Mario, at least at this point right here in this picture, beating Sonic in a foot race? Give me your thoughts on this in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, Skelter 2, another RPG coming over to the Nintendo Switch, ported from the PlayStation 4. So here's the official announcement on this, guy. So Skelter 2 is officially coming to the Nintendo Switch. Compile Heart announced at Dengeki Game Fest 2019. The 3D dungeon RPG first launched for the PlayStation 4 back in June 2018 in Japan. The Nintendo Switch version will include touchscreen and HD rumble support. Further details were not announced at all, which is always unfortunate when you have these cool announcements, new RPGs, whatever the case is, and then they just don't give us any more announcements outside of that, especially because it's not a brand new game. It's a port of a game. So you would think that they'd probably want to give us some more information, but no, they don't want to give us more information. And we'll see if this one gets localized. It seems like it still hasn't been yet, so I'm not sure if there's going to be any word on the localization for the West, but I've been watching the gameplay. You guys are seeing it here. Seems like a cool RPG. I know Compile Heart, they haven't really traditionally done a lot of stuff on Nintendo systems. A lot of their stuff really only comes to PlayStation 4 or PlayStation systems like Vita before in the past, or PS3. But it looks like they're kind of branching out just a little bit and adding in Nintendo a bit more. And Skelter is actually a pretty cool RPG from what I've seen. And I haven't played it at all. I have not played the first one. I'm just looking at some of the gameplay, and it's a dungeon crawling RPG. Obviously, it's not like the highest budget or anything like that. But for what it is, it seems like it's a nice addition to the Nintendo Switch lineup. And it seems like people do like the franchise when it comes to it, because there's a second one, so obviously people did at least buy the first one enough so we can get a sequel here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens when the localization, if there is one, and kind of what goes down with it, what other features or what they do add. There will be more information probably revealed at some other time. But what do you guys think about this? Mary Skelter 2 coming over to the Nintendo Switch. You guys excited for potentially getting this one on the system? Have you played the PS4 version of the game? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, SEGA Genesis Mini / the Mega Drive Mini launches on September 19th, and it includes a whopping 40 titles. So the SEGA Genesis Mini / Mega Drive Mini, depending on where you live, will launch worldwide on September 19th. SEGA has announced it will cost 6,980 yen, that's approximately $70 for the standard version, and 8,980 yen, approximately $90 for the 2-controller version. So there's 2 different ones there. So a 1-controller and a 2-controller one. The mini console will include 40 different titles, which will differ for North America, Europe, and Japan. These are the first 10 titles confirmed for the Japanese version of the game. You have Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Puyo Puyo 2, Shining Force, Vampire Killer, Wrestle Ball, Gunstar Heroes, Comic Zone, Rent-A-Hero, Space Harrier 2, and Monogatari 1. The system uses HDMI video output and is powered by USB. Respective cables are included with the system. So that's definitely good to hear, because we heard about the PlayStation Classic or that having some issues with cables and stuff. So not bad at all. I know like a lot of people are excited about the SEGA Drive Mini. I'm not as excited about this, and we were talking about it in the PE Live that I was doing last night. It's just not something that I'm super excited about when it comes to classic consoles anymore. I have the NES Classic, I have the Super Nintendo Classic, and they're cool. You play them for a bit. But I mean, it's just one of those things to where a lot of these games I've already played like a million times over, and I'm not going to really be excited to pick them up again. Although it's really cool if you were a SEGA fan, like a SEGA Genesis fan, Mega Drive fan, this is really cool. And there's 40 games, although it is a bump up in price, but not too bad though. I mean, if you want the 2-controller version, that is going to be about $90, it seems. It seems about $90. And we'll see what they actually officially price it when it comes to the European and the Western releases. But it does look good. I mean, they have like the little buttons on the Mega Drive and everything. The controllers look authentic. This is the classic SEGA. I mean, this is definitely the classic SEGA. And getting 40 titles in there, that's definitely good. I think you get like 30 titles when it comes to the NES and Super Nintendo Classics. So to get 40 titles in there, not bad at all. And it seems like they're off to a good start, right? Stuff like Comic Zone and Gunstar Heroes and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Shining Force. I mean, that's really good. Vampire Killer, I mean, these are all solid games, so I think SEGA fans are going to be happy with what they're doing here. So what do you guys think about the SEGA Genesis Mini / Mega Drive Mini launching September 19th? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the final topic here, Bulletstorm Duke of Switch Edition has been officially announced for the Nintendo Switch, and it's coming this summer. So Bulletstorm is coming to the Nintendo Switch this summer as Bulletstorm Duke of Switch Edition. Gearbox Publishing and developer People Can Fly have officially announced Bulletstorm Duke of Switch Edition will include the full single-player campaign with all the previously released add-ons, along with the Duke Nukem downloadable content released for Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. The first-person shooter first launched for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC in February 2011. A remastered Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition featuring Duke Nukem was released for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC in April 2017. Alright, so let's get into some of the features of this game here, guys. So the total package, all previously released downloadable content like we discussed here. This is including the Gun Sonata and Blood Symphony add-on packs. Upon completing the main campaign, blast through the New Game Plus mode with an unrestricted arsenal of weapons and skill shots, new echo maps. Players can showcase their skills on 6 brand new levels for the score-based echo mode, killer visuals presented with updated models, environments, and animations all running at 60 frames per second across all platforms. We'll see on the Nintendo Switch version. I know they said they got the frame rates running high, but they didn't confirm 60 frames per second, at least on the Switch yet. The Art of Destruction, pull off masterful kills by mixing fast-paced gunplay with unique kick, slide, and leash combos. Visceral audio, orchestrate a crescendo of chaos with newly remastered audio effects. Duke Nukem's Bulletstorm Tour. So play through the entire Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition campaign as Duke Nukem, featuring full voiceover and brand new lines from John St. John, the original voice of Duke. So there you go, guys. Bulletstorm, it's coming over. Basically the full clip edition, but now they're just titling it Bulletstorm Duke of the Switch edition. And I do feel that this will actually lead to Borderlands coming over. I feel that Gearbox knows that people want Borderlands, because a lot of people were upset that Borderlands wasn't announced for the Nintendo Switch, any type of Borderlands games. But if they're going to put Bulletstorm on here, I'm pretty sure eventually they'll get Borderlands on here as well. So I do feel that this is not a testing type of thing, but I do feel that this is just the start. And then I think that Borderlands might be announced like a Nintendo Direct or something like that. Not Borderlands 3. I don't think that game's coming, at least not at this point, but I feel that Borderlands 2 or one of the other games, the Game of the Year edition, could be coming over to Nintendo Switch in its own type of package. Maybe you get all the different games, the pre-sequel, and you also get the Game of the Year edition for like 60 bucks or something. Maybe they do some type of unique packaging for it, but I do feel that this Bulletstorm Duke of Switch edition is the start of Gearbox kind of putting a little bit more on Nintendo platforms. So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we talked about here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace.